Hey guys, so this video is going to be about just us being by ourselves, being alone. So I know for many of us, being alone is really difficult, and it can be because we feel that that's when we can hear ourselves the most. That's when like things that we're pushing down bubble to the surface, and we want to distract ourselves with either TV or shopping or eating or take your pick of all the things that we do to distract ourselves, or just being with people that we even generally don't like, just not to be by ourselves. And the discomfort and almost the threat of being by ourselves is that we have to think about things that we don't want to think about. And for all of us, there's these I think of us as like cars that get damaged throughout lives. We get scratched, we get bumped, we get banged into. What is it that's really hurting, and what is it that we need to really look at? And by not looking at it, it's like we continue to go through the whole process of ignoring and pretending and eating and drinking and all of those things. But the bottom line is those things don't go away. And not that it's always easy. Sometimes we might need help, be it a friend or a therapist or whatever. But I think it's just in those quiet times that it really speaks to us and tells us what it is that we're not listening to. And research shows that insomnia is that's what it is, right? Because we don't have the stimulation, we're not being distracted by something. And of course, it could be physical things. I'm absolutely not a doctor, but the research shows neurologically that a lot of times that could be because of our we're not in a situation that we are getting an opportunity to focus on something else. We are in bed, we are not being spoken to, we're not eating, we're not doing all of that. And in the middle of the night is when those thoughts really creep up, because they're just going to rise up to the top. And I think the hardest thing about facing some of the challenges that we face is that there's not always a lot that we can do about it. You know, we have to accept that life is going to do with us what it will do with us, and we can survive and we can thrive and we can get the therapy we need. But the bottom line is that we are going to be a little dented, and having it, just ignoring that, it's not going to solve the problem. And being by ourselves and really tapping into, I think that's where journaling comes in, because you're writing down your feelings, you're talking about your feelings, you're sitting in silence, you're not being distracted. And what that can do to our soul is give us some healing. It's all about facing things and facing even the way that we feel about things, in order to get through it. And I know that there are times that we do talk to other people about our problems, and sometimes the other people feel like, oh, I've heard this before, I don't want to hear it again. But when we're by ourselves, it's okay to just to repeat it as long and as many times as we need to get to the other side of it. And we're not alone. A lot of us have been through, all of us have been through some level of trauma, some level of disappointment, hurt. Life has thrown us off balance. It gave us something we weren't expecting. It gave us something certainly we didn't want. And just sitting with it and being comfortable talking about it, I think, is the way to get through it. I've said this on another video. It's kind of like when we're waiting for we're waiting for the rain to stop. We've come out of the store and it's pouring rain, waiting for the rain to stop. At one point, we have to walk through the rain. At one point, the rain's not going to stop. We have to go through that misery of walking through the rain and being uncomfortable to get to our car and being able to shut the door and be safe. But that time in between is highly unpleasant for most of us. But the car's not going to come to us. So it's about dealing with it and walking through it and getting honest about it, and not also being distracted for the sake of being distracted, but not also getting the negative effects of eating too much, drinking too much, shopping too much, or whatever it is that we're using as a distraction. So I hope this helps you just sort of be able to sit with your feelings a little bit, get real, let things come up to the surface, cry if you need to, laugh if you need to, yell if you need to, whatever it is, and get to the other side so you can release it and you're out of the rain and you're safely in your car. I hope this video helps you in some way. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And feel free to write your own comment and your own idea on anything that I said that can help people, because we're all in this together, and I'm sure that you have many great ideas. Thank you so much. And until next time, have a great day.